What's going on, guys? Shadow X here, back at you for another video. This time, I'm going to give my thoughts on the Dragon Ball superhero movie. I have seen it now, so I will share with you guys how I felt about the movie. And keep in mind there are going to be spoilers in this video, so if you guys are watching and you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you click off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have been warned. Alright, so Dragon Ball Superhero. What did I think of this movie? So when it ended, I was actually very pleased. I was thoroughly satisfied, watching this movie. I had a lot of fun. I think it was a good time. There was a lot of stuff that happened. Lots of really exciting, cool moments. But I think the biggest thing outside of the fight scenes that really carried this movie for me that I enjoyed the most was the character interaction. I think that really moved the movie forward in the direction that it needed to go. With Gohan and Piccolo being the main focus of the movie, and sort of taking a step back away from Goku and Vegeta as the headlining for this movie. Gohan and Piccolo finally getting in the spotlight really did it for me. I really enjoyed their scenes. And obviously Gohan getting a new form was really exciting to see. Piccolo with his new forms as well. Even though I'm not fully sold on Orange Piccolo yet, I just think it looks so goofy. It's gonna take me time to sort of get my hands around Orange Piccolo. But yeah, I really enjoyed those two, and then obviously I actually really enjoyed Pan in this movie as well. I think her role was very important for the whole plot of the movie because literally without her, Gohan doesn't get his new form. They have no enemy to fight, right? Um, you know, Cellmax really wouldn't have they wouldn't have a reason to bring out Cellmax if it wasn't for capturing Pan to get Gohan, right? To that was a threat. That was their whole scheme, right? So um, I think the scenes with Pan, um, and Piccolo, I really enjoyed those scenes. A lot of funny moments. One of my favorite moments was when Pan or when Piccolo flies Pan back to the base. He has no idea how to fly the plane. That's clearly an homage to Piccolo not knowing how to drive, right? It's and then also when Piccolo throws Gohan the Senzu and he can't catch it, that's an homage to Gohan not being able to catch the Senzu that Goku threw during the Majin Buu Saga arc, right? There's a lot of moments like that that I really enjoyed. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie as well. So they did a lot of things like that that I really enjoyed. And I think as a whole, those moments really make the movie what it is. I feel like outside of all of the action and fighting scenes, because you need character progression. Um, to make a movie like this work when you don't have the main characters Goku and Vegeta in here. You need the side characters to catch up, and I think they did a good job with this. Or with that in this movie. I really enjoyed Gohan and Piccolo in this movie, alongside Pan. Now, Gamma 1 and 2, at first, when I first saw them in the very first trailer, I was not a fan of Gammas 1 and 2 at all. I thought they looked really corny, really dumb. They look like a villain that like like a little kid, like a little kid's birthday party. But after this movie, I was really invested in Gamma 1 and 2. I actually really like them now. You know, they were sort of just working for Hito. They're just following orders. They're not necessarily villains or bad people. I like how they sort of Gamma 2 dies, and then Gamma 1 and Hito, they want to work for Bulma, so they sort of become good guys, right? I like that. I'm interested to see what Gamma 1 does, if Hito's gonna create another Gamma 2, because I mean he could, right? He has the data from Gamma 1, I suppose, so he could just remake Gamma 2, I feel like. So it's interesting to see what Hito is gonna do moving forward, but and sort of how he's going to work alongside Bulma and what he's going to do for her, because is he going to use her to instill his villainous ways? I don't know, maybe. He mentions that he wants to turn himself into the police, but if he was a villain, there's no way he's going to want to turn himself into the police. So I don't know what his scheme moving forward is going to be. And then if he learns about Frieza, is he gonna team up with him? I don't know. There's a lot of like interesting plots or developments that they can move forward with in the future. I feel like with Dr. Hito and working with Bulma, like he could use her for sort of like how he did with Magenta, just for his resources. Like he could do the same with Bulma, right? Like maybe that's his secret plan, to work with her, to have access to all of her equipment and resources. Like I don't know, but yeah, I like the whole idea behind Hito and the Gammas. I think I really enjoyed those characters in this movie. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like Magenta. I'm kind of glad that he died. I don't know. Obviously, the whole point of revenge, following his dad's orders, to try and take out Goku and company, right? As being the plot of the movie, I think makes sense. But I just feel like he got kind of annoying towards the end of the movie, and I'm glad that Hito's little like cyborg bug killed him. It was really dumb when he put on his little armor and he was like, I could do the same thing too, and then like Hito's bug stings him and then he dies. Like, okay, sure, I guess. But yeah, one thing I'm really curious though is, dude, where the hell did Carmine go? Like, it shows them running to the base to activate Cell, and then like we never see Carmine again. Like, did he die in the Cell explosion? Did he just run away? Like, what happened to Carmine? Like, I'm confused. I don't really know what happened there, but I'm interested to see what happened to him because I'm not really sure. Maybe I have to watch it again and see. But yeah, if anyone knows what happened to Carmine at the end, let me know because I'm actually not sure. But yeah, let's talk about the animation for this movie. CGI. I was super skeptical, going into this film. I'm not sure, how much I was going to, love it or enjoy it. But I can honestly say, like, for the moments that needed to look really good and the best, like, they definitely nailed it through the ball, like in the ballpark. Like, dude, they went over the top with animation in this movie. Like, dude, the CGI actually looked incredible. Gohan's new transformation, firing the Masenko, the special beam cannon, right, looked fantastic. The way they did that, and then even though that one scene where Gamma 2 is, attacking from space, he's soaring in, using all of his power. Like, the way they shot that, like, dude, that was one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. I think all the Cell Max stuff looked pretty good. The fight was pretty good. Cell Max, I'm like 50-50 on. Like, I don't know. Like, I like him, but I'm not like super crazy for him. Like, after Broly, I was like, yeah, dude, I need Broly in the next movie, like, now. Like, I don't feel the same way about that with Cell Max. Like, I feel like I wish like he was finished and we got to see his full power because I think that would have been a much better fight. Having all the fighters around Gohan, and Piccolo helping them out, was cool to see, right? But like, honestly, like, I didn't really get the point of them if they literally did nothing. Like, Android 18, Krillin, like, Goten and Trunks fusing into Gotenks. I don't know, like, you could have done without it, I feel like, and just have like Gohan versus like the full version of Cell Max. Like, I feel like I would have much more enjoyed that instead. Because I just felt like it was sort of like, it felt like unfinished. Like, obviously Cell Max is unfinished, but like, I felt like I just wanted more. And I don't know. This movie did feel really fast. Like, I will say that. Like, I actually watched it again as soon as I finished it, and it went by quick. Like, I don't know if that was just me being fully engaged in the movie, but it went by fast. And if I was going to watch it again, like, I would definitely just skip like the first 30 minutes, like all the slice of life moments, and I would probably just start where Gohan shows up to the base. Like, I feel like that's when the movie really kicks off and gets going. Because like, dude, when Gohan like gets pissed, like, bro, like, that's when it really gets good. I feel like, and those scenes were shot so well, like, especially the fight in the rain with the Gamma 1, I believe, or it was the Gamma 2, I can't remember, it might have been Gamma 1, but yeah, I think that all of the different camera angles, the way they did the CGI, was much better than I had anticipated or thought, especially since with the previous movies that we've seen CGI in, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Broly, didn't really look that good. So again, it was another sort of thing where it was like, is this gonna work? And I really honestly feel like it did. Like, especially for the moments that needed to look the best, like they definitely went above and beyond with the animation and CGI in this movie. So I two thumbs up for me in that department. They definitely nailed it out of the ballpark. So the biggest thing I think I really enjoyed about this movie was like the overall character interaction. I think it worked really well. It moved the story in the direction that it needed to. It definitely kept me invested. I was super interested in the Gammas. I really, love what they brought to the story. I'm intrigued to see what Hiro does next, working for Bulma. And then obviously they're going to continue the storyline with, Goku, Vegeta training Broly, right? Obviously they couldn't leave Broly hanging on, Vampa, as we saw in Broly, right? We know that Goku wants to train Broly, so we'll see, if Beerus, has a kid with Chile. No, I don't know if it's like that, but, he definitely has the hots for Chile. I love that moment. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens next and how they move the story forward. Does Gohan go back to being a bum and a nerd, or does he continue to take Piccolo's advice and train seriously moving forward? A lot of fans are going to hate Piccolo or Piccolo and Gohan's new forms just because of the way they got them. You might say Gohan's form is an asshole. Keep in mind, in the anime, Gohan did mention that, his goal is to obtain a new form that no one has ever seen before, which is cool. They definitely followed through with that statement, but how? Like, how did he get this new power? Because we know that he hasn't been training because he's been studying insects and, working on his research. So he says that he was practicing special beam cannons, but like when? I don't know. You guys tell me. So I hope they explain Gohan's new power, what it is, how he obtained this power. Obviously, he thinks Piccolo's dead because of what Cell Max did to him. Like Cell Max just like destroys everybody. Like, and obviously that triggers Gohan, but like it was definitely like the way they did it was obviously an homage to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus the Cell fight. But it just felt like fan service. Like it actually just felt like an asshole to me, if I'm gonna be honest. But I still really did enjoy it. Like the way it looked, the animation, that special beam cannon was incredible. And then Orange Piccolo, seeing him in action, going giant was really cool. I enjoyed that. Using his super long and tangled arms to sort of wrap around Cell to hold him down while Gohan fires the special beam cannon was really cool. I enjoyed that whole moment. I just wish we got like the complete version of Cell Max, because that's really what I wanted to see, and we didn't get to see that, and I wish we would have. I think that's probably just like my biggest gripe about the ending of the movie, is I just wanted more. I feel like this movie flew by, and it's probably because I was just super engaged, but as a whole, I really enjoyed this movie. I feel like I would definitely go see it again. I would definitely recommend to see it in a theater for that full theater experience. But I can't wait, to go see it for the dubbed version, to see the difference in how they handle, the voice acting and the lines, because it's always interesting to see how they change it. But yeah, this movie, in general, out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10 easily. I've seen people that said this movie sucked, and I'm just like, dude, what? Like, no, like, what part of Dragon Ball are you watching? Like, dude, we haven't had new Dragon Ball stuff in 4 years. Like, dude, this is exciting. Like, this is hype. Like, I was super excited about this movie. But I will say, like, the marketing for this movie, I feel like they did a poor job. Like, but it's interesting because, like, they did a poor job, but at the same time, like, it worked. Like, the way they did it, just, like, not revealing anything about this movie, like, had me wanting to know what Cell Max looked like. Like, what did this new form of Piccolo look like? What did Gohan's new form look like? And, like, as soon as I saw, like, spoilers, like, it actually got me more excited, like, honestly, and, like, I just wanted to see the movie so bad. So the fact that I finally, was able to see the movie, I'm super excited about it. I thoroughly had a really good time. I enjoyed the movie. Definitely 2 thumbs up for me, and I would definitely go see it again, without a doubt. So with that, that is going to be it for this discussion. Let me know if you guys saw the movie and what you guys thought of it in the comments below. But with that, that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you all in the next one.